Yeah. Respect. Hey, the same hustle, just a different day. Lame niggas always in the way. I hear the gossip, but I love the hate. They keep it 100, man, I made that way. Yeah. And that's out the gate. Yeah, that's out the gate.
HasBeens Podcast, episode 22, man. We back at it again. Got my boy K-Flow in the building. What's good, bro?
Yeah, bro, what up, though? You know,
man, we cooling it. Let's get to it real quick. Get through this introduction part real quick. We got a lot going on today. Turn this shit off, too. First off, we're going to get to it. Steph Curry basketball giveaway is over with, guy. We giving the ball away. We giving the ball away way in Arizona, guy. So shout out to my guy, Justin Odom, straight out of Peoria, Arizona, for taking home the Steph Curry basketball. Where the hell is that ball at? I don't know where it is, bro. But it's
that's yours.
No, that's my ball. I don't know what the other one. It might be on the ground.
See if you still want to win and tell him you got to come pick that shit
up. You got to come pick that one up. But shout out again, man. Justin, man, you coming. We're going to send the ball out to you probably tomorrow. I can't do it today, guy. I'm busy. We're going to get it out to you tomorrow, man. Make sure you shout us out. Take a picture of it, man. Tag me, Seth, everybody. Wild Card Sports, man. Simple. Bringing it back to the top. HasBeens Podcast brought to you by Wild Card Sports, man. Wild Card Sports. Tell them about it, Keith. What is Wild Card Sports, guy? I put you on the spot today.
Yeah, man. You know, that ain't my thing, bro. I am not Michael, bro. But you can find us at all major platforms, man. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. You drop that name for them, though.
Wild Card Sports Network, bro. That's the big thing. YouTube, Wild Card Sports Network. That's where we're going to be dropping all our content at, man. Sports, pop culture, Wild Card Sports, man. Make sure y'all tapping in. Subscribe.
Yeah, man.
Bro.
Subscribe. Support, man. That's all.
I wish I had some intro music for this, man. But without further ado, man, let me introduce this brother right here to my left, man. Founder of Quarterback Takeover, host of the QB Podcast, man. He's quarterback guru, guys. Quarterback engineer, to be exact. He some of the guys he's trained: Josh Dobbs, Dwayne Haskins, Deshaun Watson, Jalen Hurts, Justin Fields. Who was this? Jamie Newman, Sean Clifford. Man, I could go all day. You know that it's about 50, 60 of them I think I read just off the top, man. We don't want to go through that all day. But just know, if he throwing that pigskin, he probably got something to do with it right now. Shout out to my guy, Quincy Avery, man. What's going on, bro?
What up, man? I appreciate y'all having me on.
Yeah, man. We appreciate you, man. We appreciate you, you know.
I need you to get me to it. All right, man. So we're going to jump straight into it. Try to compress this a little bit. Be quick with it. So you from Atlanta. We were just talking Morehouse to be exact, right? This is where you came from.
Man, you made a bad decision. But, hey, man.
Terrible
go ahead.
decision.
I came out of Morehouse. Morehouse raised me, but originally from Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Yeah, long way. But my dad was a football coach, so
Okay.
he did a lot of moving around. I was kind of stagnant, though.
Right. So I was watching a video on your page, man, and the journey's interesting. A lot of people don't know about the journey. After reading into it, the journey is inspirational, and it made me respect the hell out of you, and it made me go harder. Just putting this show together made me want to go hard, just listening to your story. I don't want to tell the story. I don't think I'm going to do it any justice, man. So can you give us the path to where you are?
I'll give you
right
the quick version.
Okay.
You know, it's weird. It's like people see things I'm doing now, like, you know, traveling, doing a bunch of different stuff, and it's like they see the highlight reel. They see the cool stuff. Like, yo, yeah, it's dope. They don't know about all the other stuff and went to get into it. So I graduated college 2009 from Morehouse in the summer, and I didn't have a job, so I didn't have nowhere to really go. I'm like, all right, what do I want to do? I want to coach football. So the day that I graduated, I got in the car, and I just drove to L.A. I'm like, man, it's a new coach over there. I'm going to get a job. So I sit in the office. I'm like, yo, he's like, what are you doing here? Boom. He says that one day. I'm like, I want a job. He's like, it's not how it works. Next day, he came back. I'm there. Not how I want a job. It's not how it works. Third day, he like, yo, what are you doing here? I'm like, fam, I really want a job. He's like, all right, if you're here tomorrow when I get here, I'll talk to you and think about it. Next day, of course, I'm there. I walk into his office. We ended up chopping it up. He ended up knowing some people my dad knew, so he was like, I ain't got a job for you, but if you want to work, you can do it for free. So I'm like, fuck. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm going to do it. So I didn't have no money. You know, I ain't come from money like that. So I worked for free, so that meant I ended up sleeping in the locker room for 2 years, working basically 100-plus hours a week, just trying to get my foot in the door. And then I started, you know, I'm kind of flourishing, you know, young black dude, know something. And I'm like, I don't really want to do this no more. I think I could have a bigger impact on guys doing something else. So I'm like, I'm going to hop in the car and go back to Atlanta. There's some quarterbacks out there. So I drive in the car. I moved to Atlanta. Didn't have a house because I didn't have no money for the past couple of years. All I had was enough money to, like, afford a gym membership. Yeah. So I was paying $40 a month, LA Fitness membership. I get up in the morning. I sleep in my car, get up in the morning, work out, take a shower there, go to the coffee shop. And I would message every kid who looked like a quarterback. I did that for probably like 2 months straight. I'm talking about thousands of kids. No one hit me back. Finally, one day, I came up with a little scheme, said I'm doing this elite camp. No one came, but one of the dudes, Josh Dobbs, hit me back like, yo, I want you to train me. Started putting in work with him, and I just grew from there. Now I probably got the biggest quarterback training business in the country. Top 3. I'm the best quarterback trainer in the country.
Damn straight.
You know what I'm saying? We can probably do $1 million next year. So we're growing.
That's crazy. Like I said, I had to let you tell that story, bro, because right there, that's kind of where I'm at with it. It's like you got to do what you got to do to get it. And when you, like you said, people look at this story and they look at the outside and it's just glamour. And they don't understand the struggle behind it. So just listening to that was very inspirational.
Yeah, I'm gonna just say one more thing about that. The people, you can't get caught up in like the end. The thing that I want. If the thing that you want isn't enjoying the process of doing what you're doing, like I was okay with doing it and not making no money. I just happened to start growing and get more out of it. So you got to fall in love with the process. Like just doing the shit the right way over and over again.
Okay. And then one thing I did take from that, you said you got one of the biggest programs, and that's what we were stepping into next. I'm glad you said that. Let's talk about your flight school, man.
Yeah, flight school is my big camp. So, like, every week, every Sunday, for example, Saturday I'll be in L.A. training, fly from L.A., get here, 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to train in Atlanta. Right from Atlanta, I'm going to go to Charlotte. That session's at 12:45. Fly from Charlotte to Houston. That session's at 6:30. So that's like a typical weekend for me. And then if I got like some of my elite clients and I got to fly to them, so that's the typical training. But flight school is my camp. So I'll probably have 100 guys at each of my flight schools. These are kids from 5th grade through 12th grade coming out with the best college quarterbacks in the country working together.
That shit crazy. I've been to one of his camps. I thought I was Uncle Rico. You remember you asked me where my HasBeens story started with high school. I was Uncle Rico. And I went to his camp this Saturday. He told me it was light. Yeah. I was like, that shit there is intense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back when we was young, you just throw that thing as far as you can.
I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. My football career.
Yeah, we in Atlanta.
Oh yeah.
Nah, I'm not. We take a little break off since the season just ended. We're gonna take a break off till January 2nd.
Yeah.
What he saw was like that was a charity event I did, but I'm about to we crank it up in a second.
Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. They try to turn me into a quarterback, and hey, man, don't hit my body, man. That's just real, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm a basketball player. You know, a little contact here and there, I'm okay with that. You know, but when you talking about, hey, man, hike, run quarterback, sneak, I said, nah, brother.
I was running a wing T in high school, bro.
It's like, yeah, he fast. Like, oh, he fast. I'm like, nah, yeah, I'm fast, but shit, I don't want to be hit.
Right. With backside Jordan reverse. That's all I was running in high school, man.
Yeah, had me off.
Right. And so you say you got 2 locations for the flight school right there. Obviously home base Atlanta and LA. So how do you so with the camp, obviously there's separate weekends for each one, right?
Yeah, one is March 14th, 15th. The other one's gonna be June 14th or 13th, 14th. That's offhand. I'm not sure exactly.
Okay. So what could you get out of flight school? What if I was a young?
You're gonna be like, I'm gonna be around the best quarterbacks in the country in college, in the NFL, my age. So I'm competing against the best, right? So I get to compete against the best guys in my grade. Right. Then I get to learn from the best college guys because they're going to do the drills right with me. And if you got a question like, yo, bro, like you see Justin Fields, Jalen Hurts, Sean Clifford, a bunch of names, De'Aaron King, who was running drills with the kid who's in 8th, 9th grade. So if you can't get better at working with the best kids in the country.
It just ain't for you.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's the best.
It's
the best
of the best.
Yeah,
you're going to be around the best facilities,
bro.
all that. We got to definitely make sure we pull up to that.
Absolutely.
Definitely got to pull up to that. Do something special around. We might have to get you like a little video out of that or something.
Pull up.
Definitely. What you got for him, Keith? I know I got a little script.
Oh no,
here,
you good, brother.
I hate
like
staying on a damn script. It feel weird,
hey, man. You know,
it feel weird.
Right now, you know, we typically don't do a script. You know.
Yeah, I mean it's a little. We're gonna interview at the beginning. Don't worry about it. We're gonna get to the bullshit. Yeah. So let's go ahead and start it off because this bullshit finna come now. So we're gonna keep it on the quarterbacks right now.
Yeah.
Start with the Quincy Avery's top 5 skills of a quarterback that you see that a quarterback gotta have.
The number one skill is confidence. That sounds weird. Like if you're not confident,
no, that don't sound.
If you're not confident,
exactly
it's not gonna work for you. Like key number one, you ain't confident. Then it's really all intangibles. So I explain it to people like there's a baseline of talent you have to be for every level. So I have to be just as good to be good in high school, just as good to be good in college, that good to be good in pros. But everything kind of between that level is all about the intangibles. How confident you are, how well you can process information, then your ability to extend plays with your legs, arm strength, and then accuracy. Those 3, you know, you can put them in whatever order you want, but you have to have those 3 components. But the other 2, the other mental stuff, that's
100%. 100%.
I think, like you said, and you would definitely know better than I do, but I played point guard, so I understand the mental, at least the mental aspect of it is definitely got to be confident in what you're doing. I think that is probably the most and one of the most important things you can have at any lead position.
And life.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you ain't like 10 toes down on what you're doing, you ain't gonna win.
Right. That's what I be telling folks all the time.
It's just I don't do it halfway, nothing.
Exactly.
Right.
Confident and love what you're doing.
100%.
If you don't love it, you're not gonna give 100%. It's just
gonna be something you're doing.
Exactly.
And when you say process information, obviously we understand that means, being able to read coverage. Well, the sport side of us understand that's reading coverage and stuff. But for the average person listening, what do you mean by
shit goes so in depth? So when you got that play call, right?
It's quick, more so quickly. Yeah.
I get this play call, then I have to understand what are we trying to do? What are we trying to accomplish that we talked about during the week? What is the defense trying to do against me? Where are they vulnerable? Where do I have a horizontal or vertical blind? Who am I going to put in that bind, and what am I reading off of? And then if that's taken away by 2 guys working to that window, how quickly can I tie my feet and my eyes together to get to the next read? Right? So there's just a bunch of things like that.
Right.
Maybe somebody wouldn't – let me say it more simple. When you go to the line, you have a play. The defense is trying to establish a defense to stop your play. You have reads like a 1, 2, 3, and 4. So how quickly can you determine if one is open, and if not, be able to take your eyes and your feet, like process that information quickly, get to the next guy in your read.
That's crazy.
Right? You know what I'm saying? And I have to do that continuously over and over based on different things that I see in the defense. If I see guys who line up on the defensive line a certain way, I know that affects the linebackers, how they rotate, and then the secondary as well. So I have to be able to process all this every single play and be consistent.
That's tough, man.
So for you to say that, it's probably, just for you to say that, who do you think probably is the greatest quarterback of all time so far? I know that's
Tom Brady. I'm gonna say Tom Brady because
there you go, man. See,
he's not.
We could get along.
He's not super physically gifted, and I don't like Tom Brady as a football player. He's great. I don't question that. But his ability to do all this stuff and be physically limited says a lot about all the preparation that he puts into the game, the work.
That's
that he
why
puts
I like
in.
him.
You know what I'm saying?
What's up, Jay?
He's doing the work. The scheme is helpful, but Brady's doing you could put somebody else in and they'll figure it out, but they don't do the same things with other guys that Tom Brady's doing.
Everybody keeps saying it's the scheme. Then why don't other players just run that scheme? It ain't. Yeah, I mean, but you got to have the quarterback that can run the scheme.
We don't know that. He got hurt like 2 games into it, and then Brady came back. He got hurt at the top.
Ooh.
Brissett came in. Yeah.
And you see those quarterbacks are
in different
actually
systems.
good though.
Yeah, they flourishing in different systems though.
They're doing okay in different systems.
I mean,
I'm giving Jacoby Brissett a pass.
I like
he didn't.
He's a little banged up. I want to see Jacoby.
And he didn't get to go to train. I don't know how much that means.
Anybody who look like me, I want them to do well.
Man,
now
we on the same.
Yeah, look here. That's us. Like
That's
I said, I'm a Tom Brady fan because I'm from Michigan. But anybody else, I'm all black. Hey, black quarterback all day, baby.
Yeah.
Here you go with that bullshit.
That was it. Actually, I'm glad you said that because that tie in how I was gonna tie it in anyway because you gave your top 5 traits of a quarterback, and I didn't hear color, I didn't hear legs, I didn't hear any of that thing.
Say mobility.
Huh?
Said extend plays. You don't have to be the
Because
fastest.
Dwayne Haskins extend plays, and he probably, I don't know, what is it,
not
40
much faster
times?
than me.
I was about to say it's 40 times slow.
Yeah,
That's my dog, but he ain't much faster.
like that. Like he might be the only one.
When he say mobility, what's up? Burrow. What you think about Joe Burrow?
Joe Burrow, elite processor of information. Arm strength is he's all right there, but he has a charisma about him that can galvanize a group of people.
Yeah, I agree with that.
He going down there in Louisiana. He's a white dude from Ohio, and he going there and getting a bunch of dudes who come from somewhere way different to be cool with him.
Shit's like Tom Brady almost.
And the thing about him is he's authentically him at all times. I got to spend a little bit of time around him, and it's just like, all right, he's a dude you want to hang around with.
I like Burrow. Ooh.
What you mean?
Bo Nix?
Yeah.
Bo Nix?
Bo Nix a cool. He's in
That
a
is
position.
a good question though.
He's in a position that's tough.
Yeah, but a lot of people say Bo Nix it's not that he's bad. First of all, he's young and the best conference in the world. Number two, a lot of people say he's gonna get the job just because of who he is, who his pops is, who his family is. Is he really that good of a prospect, or
he's coming out of high school? He's an elite prospect. I think. For where he's at right now, like in the SEC, he's doing a good enough.
I think
job.
so too. I think
he's not
a
doing
year
great.
away.
He's definitely a year away. He shouldn't have to be in the position he's in right now. If they I think
the
that
skill players.
Malik Willis, I thought would have been a better stopgap.
Really?
Let him play for a year.
No Joey. No Joey Gatewood. You ain't like Gatewood. You ain't like him.
I like Joey Gatewood in a different situation. I mean, if I had to pick between those two, and I've also spent more time around Malik,
okay.
So I'm prejudiced.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Malik's from Atlanta, so anybody in Atlanta, I'm gonna see him. So I'm biased.
I got you, but yeah, I saw Joey. I mean, I watch. I'm into college kids and watching the highlight films, football, basketball. That's my thing. So when I watched Joey, and I've always had a problem with Gus Malzahn because I felt like he runs a read option system without a read option quarterback. I think that's the dumbest shit.
It don't make sense to me.
It makes
I don't understand why he wants to do it.
Why he does it?
Why to have Jarrett Stidham in there?
Yeah, that was just
why
stupid.
have Bo Nix in
Have I not been preaching this for years?
Yeah,
I'm like, bro, I can coach. I mean, I can't coach the team, but man, I can recruit the correct quarterback, bro. Like you running a read option, and you know Jarrett Stidham is not finna take off. Nobody's reading that. So I thought Joey would be great.
Mayfield run a system sim with the read option,
but he can run.
I don't think he can run that much better than Jarrett Stidham.
Oh no, Jarrett Stidham ain't moving, brother.
Well, maybe Jarrett Stidham is a push. But any other quarterback in that Auburn system, I see.
Even in the SEC, the difference between the SEC and the Big 12 with the defenses as well.
True.
Jarrett Stidham was fantastic at Baylor, running probably the same similar system, but that's at Baylor.
If Jarrett Stidham would have went to an offense that was designed for, if he would have played at Alabama, he would have been a lot more successful. Jarrett Stidham's going to be, when you talk to people in the Patriots organization, he's going to be the next quarterback.
I told him, I loved him.
Like, he's talented.
Yeah.
Gus Malzahn used him wrong, and then
absolutely.
I'm not a Gus Malzahn fan, so me talking about him, it'll be bad.
Yeah,
I ain't going.
But go ahead, man. Move on.
Good. Y'all go ahead. Y'all
that dude
good.
There, man. Absolutely. Clear. It's clear as day, brother. It's clear as day. Nick is one of my favorite.
Nick Marshall.
Nick Marshall, one of my favorite guys of all time. I don't care what nobody says. I love Nick Marshall.
Nick Marshall was amazing for Auburn.
Yeah, he
wouldn't have been good at a lot of other places.
Nowhere, probably
not. Yeah, absolutely not. But he was perfect for us.
Mm-hmm. Maybe I am. I don't know. I say it every week. Maybe if it ain't LSU, if it ain't the Saints, I don't care. Look, I'm probably one of the most biased sports fans ever. I know what I'm looking at, but I ain't gonna probably say nothing good about it. But going back to the black quarterback thing, and for me, last week, especially on the show, I talk about this stigma of black quarterbacks, the way they're evaluated, the way that, the way that they're perceived on the field and all that. First, I'm going to ask you, one, what do you think about it, that stigma, and then I got a follow-up for you.
The narrative's changing a bit now, right? Mm-hmm. You can be a black quarterback and be successful. Everybody knows that. But you're graded on a different scale. So what I'll say is, if you're an elite black quarterback, you're going to be graded like everybody else. Mm-hmm. The thing about black quarterbacks is we're not in the position to be average. So
at anything,
right? At anything. But at quarterback, if you're not great, you're not going to be a backup, right? And then it's kind of circular, right? Backup quarterbacks end up being quarterback coaches. Quarterback coaches end up being coordinators. Coordinators end up being head coaches, right? So if you don't have those black guys in the room who get the opportunity to be the backup, just to be there and may not be the guy, that's what's the difference, right? The top guys are the top guys. Right now, 5 of the top quarterbacks right now are black quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. That's what I said.
So people know that we can play quarterback, right? And that's not the thing to me. I want us to get all the same advantages that everybody else gets.
That's
if we're, you know what I'm saying? If
that's
we're
a different level, yeah.
If we're the 43rd best quarterback, we're not going to be in the NFL.
Absolutely.
But we need to have the chance to be the 43rd best quarterback and then be the
backup.
backup.
Some of those coaching jobs.
Right,
That's
right.
how the coaching jobs are.
Because outside of Brissett, I don't.
There's a couple.
Yeah.
Josh is one. Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah.
So
RG3.
RG3, yeah, but that's because of unique situation.
More. Yeah,
there's 4 of them. I think there's 4 in the NFL.
Yeah.
Joe
Is he still in the league?
He's in the league. He's on injury reserve. He's a special team.
Yeah, he's like a wide receiver.
Yeah, and they make it do.
Last time I saw him, Richard Sherman was telling he was sorry. And was like this.
There's a bunch of other things. The 4th one is the guy in Seattle. So there's and then
you know who that is.
Yeah, it's he used to play for the Jets.
Right, Geno Smith.
Oh, Geno.
Yeah, Geno.
Okay.
Right, there's 4 of them. But think about it, 2 of them happen to be backups for black quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like
RG3 and
RG3 and then
my perspective.
you don't stop saying Joe Webb.
RG3 and then the EJ Manuel. So those are their backups for black quarterbacks. So that's the thing. We kind of get typecast.
I think my perception after us talking about it last week, I just thought about it. I said, well, the reason why I really just lost my train of thought though. I've been thinking about it.
I'll come back to you.
Yeah.
So while you catch up, I'm sure you watched the State of the Black Quarterback. Warren Moon, obviously, what was it, Dobbs and Deshaun? EJ Manuel.
I put that together.
Did you really?
That was my event.
Come on, man. That's dope, man.
Yeah, that was my event.
Look, that's fire. Definitely fire. So I don't even got to ask you what you feel about it. You put it together.
Yeah, it was my idea. I set the whole thing up. That was me. So that was my first year doing the Black Quarterback Conference.
Okay.
Last year I did it. Next year's going to be even bigger.
Bigger. That's another thing I need you to make sure you invite me to that too, because I just need to be there, man. I need to be there and listen to that. Well, I mean, you put it together. I guess, the narrative was already in the film. I mean, not in the film, in the video. If you ain't seen it, man, go check it out. State of the Black Quarterback, man.
Mm-hmm.
Players Tribune, you need to give me my credit next time I put something like that together.
You doing a lot of shit out here and you not getting the credit for it.
I did it on my IMDb or whatever
look,
it is.
yeah, you need that. Look, show him the respect on his shit, man. He putting his shit together. Need to be by something. He need to get it.
Absolutely.
You figured out what you were saying?
I did, bro.
Thank you.
I did. I'm sorry. I was just patiently waiting. I figured it out.
You got it? All right.
No, what it is was, I think the evaluators look at black quarterbacks, and the reason why they judge them the way they do is because they feel like black quarterbacks can't stay healthy with the legs. Is that they don't think we pass as good as white quarterbacks already, but the deciding factor would be the legs, but we haven't shown that one can stay healthy. Cam Newton's always injured. Your guy, God forbid he get injured because his offensive line, please keep him upright, Deshaun Watson. Please.
Oh, Lord.
Please help him.
I think you're giving them a pass as evaluators.
No, I mean, I'm not saying it's right.
We got Cam who kind of got hurt, but they run him 30.
Yeah,
if you run a quarterback 30 times a game, he's going to get injured.
Absolutely.
Josh Allen, he's a white dude. He runs the ball. He's a damn running back.
Yeah.
You know basically, he play run fullback dive.
What? Man, he be running the hell out of that phone. I didn't even know he was like that.
No,
Bills.
He's an athlete.
Yeah, he got one of the biggest arms in the league. Yeah, big, fast,
but he
elite
end up having the same issues eventually, I think.
Yeah, I mean, you run somebody 20 times a game, they're going to get banged up. Yeah. That's what I worry about that with
Lamar.
Lamar, he just carries the ball too much, but he does a great job avoiding big hits.
Yeah, he don't get
a great job avoid big hits. That's what I said.
He don't get hit. He be juking folks out their shoes. Yeah. But going back, damn, I done lost my train of thought. Fuck. Say something for me, Keith. Damn.
I mean, I don't know where you're
going.
Can
I ask you a question?
Yeah.
You basketball expert.
Yeah, man.
And I was just talking to some folks about this. They talk about LeBron James, 9th grade basketball player. Do you think he's an elite 9th grader? Let's talk about not forecasting him, but right now, 9th grade. Is he elite?
LeBron James?
Junior.
Oh, absolutely not.
Okay, thank you. That's
absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely.
He's like the third best player on his team.
No, he's not the third. He's
not
like
even
the
the
7th best
Really?
player.
Yeah.
I know they got two.
Brandon B. Boston is the best player on the team. First of all, he's Brandon Boston.
The point guard, right?
Not even him. I think this dude's like 6'7". Matter of fact, I seen a video of him before I even cut it on. He probably just dropped like 30 or 40 points. First of all, he's at one of the premier prep schools. And at these prep schools, D'Angelo Russell, Ben Simmons, all these kids play together. You ain't hear about D'Angelo Russell.
Verde, didn't they?
Yeah, I'm just saying, but you don't hear about D'Angelo Russell because Ben Simmons is there first. So then after that, D'Angelo Russell, he's great. You don't hear about him because this other guy is great in front of him. So I don't think he's even. No, he's not. He's not elite.
I heard Zaire ass though.
Zaire's not that good. You know, Zaire's like a senior.
Yeah, he's old. I was about to say, he was in high school. What?
I mean, this is his last year.
3 years ago.
Yeah, there's only a couple. But yeah, I don't think he's an elite.
I won't say
Mikey was just as old as Bronny Jr., who was on his team. Way better than Bronny.
You know, I'm not really into that.
It's not even close.
It's not even close. No.
I had a
He's good. He's good.
He's nice. I tell somebody.
He's good.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing. I think it's more of an evolution of the kids. I know he can fly for a ninth grader though.
He
can fly.
Yeah, but I just think that today, currently, there's more guys.
Oh yeah, everybody do what he do.
Easily.
Yeah, everybody can do what he do.
I think people have a hard time, especially our generation. They see it like, but they not showing. They don't see all the other ninth graders.
Oh yeah, ninth graders don't really get the highlight. They really wait till you junior, senior. It's just because he's Bronny.
LeBron James Jr.
They show him if you're gonna show his clips everywhere. Yeah, he looked like the best guy because he's the only guy.
Yeah, I think he's a good player. I don't think.
He's absolutely good. He's definitely good.
He's gonna be a top player coming out.
I think, I do think if LeBron James is waiting on his son to play basketball, I think he'll retire before then.
he definitely trying to wait.
It won't
3 years.
No,
Bronny, then that ain't. Nah, Bronny. I don't even think he one and done yet. You think he'll on the past quest of one and done?
Not right now.
One and done? Well, by that time, hopefully they'll. Yeah.
But we talking about 3 or 4 years from now, bro.
I don't think so. It's not
like
that
year
easy.
21, bro.
You got to bank on somebody. Like you got to bank on teams passing up on you. Think we're not gonna like if Bronny is actually that good. You think we're just gonna pass on and let him play with his daddy? It ain't happening.
Don't worry, he won't be that good.
Yeah, I don't.
That's what I'm saying. That's my point.
I don't think it'll happen.
If they, how about this? If they want him, he'll be there. If they want him, he'll be there.
How about this?
Whatever.
LaMelo got a better chance of playing on the same team as Lonzo than Bronny got to play on the same team.
Suck too.
LaMelo gonna be a lottery pick.
Oh yeah,
the
top
first
5.
pick.
Ant-Man gonna go over him, but
I love Ant-Man. I love
Ant-Man,
but LaMelo, the Melo is.
You wanna know why he's so
doubles.
good? He really, if you watch him play,
6'6".
he's 6'6". And when you're at 6'6" and you can handle the ball the way he do, pass the ball the way he do, and score the ball the way he do, that's a prize within itself.
And shoot from range.
Yeah, that's a prize within itself. What? Melo.
Oh, Melo, easy. Lonzo's ass.
No. You have to look at. You have to go look at them at the same age. Go look at their games at the same age.
Lonzo is just super passive, bro. He's way too passive.
Shooting is a big deal.
It's a mindset. It's what we were talking about. It's a mindset. Lonzo don't have that killer mindset. His little brother, he a killer. Oh yeah, baby bro, killer.
And you can just tell the way he play.
Lonzo don't got that mindset. Yeah,
right.
Lonzo gonna make the correct pass. He gonna throw that thing up the court to you because you running the lane. Oh man, make a great
all
pass.
the right things. He do all the right things.
Pass it up the floor to get somebody else. Lonzo don't get no stat for that. LaMelo gonna look you off, run down there and slam that hole on your ass. That's
real
what he
shit.
Gonna do.
Real shit.
Or he gonna go to the hole and drop a dime.
Real shit.
And that's the difference between. Oh, you can kiss my ass.
They've been on my.
I'm
They've
so
been. I ain't gonna even say nothing because he gonna punch me if I say something
bro,
real shit.
I was so happy.
I can't say nothing because I've been standing up for him for years, and it's just not. It's not getting better though. That's the problem. Shit has to get better. Like
he's a number 2 pick.
Shit
not giving him
gotta
a pass,
get better.
Bro.
Yeah, it's like a point where like rookie year, sophomore year, that was okay.
Well, you wait on it.
3rd year, 4th year, 5th year, you got to get at least incrementally better, at something.
And Steph Curry was averaging 20.
What has he got incrementally better at? It's like the point where like he even got me thinking about like, is Ben Simmons better than Brandon Ingram at this point?
Brandon Ingram's better than Ben Simmons.
Because it's like, what has Ben Simmons got better at? Yes.
You don't watch basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brandon Ingram don't play for the Lakers.
He only got the league pass for just the Lakers.
He plays for New Orleans.
Yeah, he out there getting
clearly
big.
He forgot.
He get that's a lot of. I don't think you clapping your. That's a lot. Well, he played with LeBron,
26 and 10.
Yeah, and then the first couple years he played on the team. Think about if you played on the team with Julius Randle, how many points you score? Julius Randle, you got at one point D'Angelo Russell was out there trying to get in.
Brandon Ingram might be in the All-Star game.
Chill out.
He's averaging 26 and 10.
I don't give a damn.
Yeah, y'all crazy.
Man, you know what's going on in the West?
He's hooping, but he probably not going to be numbers-wise.
I mean, Luka Doncic, yeah. I mean,
hey,
I'm not saying going over
Luka. Look. What Brandon Ingram averaging? What Brandon Ingram averaging?
26 and 10.
26 is like the new 10 now, bro.
No.
James out there averaging 40.
And he's not going over. I'm not saying he's a starter in the
He ain't no reserve right now.
Yeah, all right.
He got to go out east for that.
That's true. That is true.
He got to go out. 25. That's a great number. That's what I want him to do in L.A., but it's whatever.
Kyle Kuzma.
Oh, he was trash
too.
He's hurting. Let's get back to it. Y'all chill, bro. Y'all was trying to. Y'all chill. We going crazy. we going crazy. All right, we gonna bring it back. QA, we got something for you. I'm gonna do some name association with you. I'm gonna say a name. Hell, now that we done got basketball, I might throw some monkey wrenches in there. But you tell me what you think when this name comes to you, when I say the name. Russell Wilson.
Different.
Lamar Jackson.
Gifted.
Dak Prescott.
Consistent.
Jared Goff.
Trash.
McVay.
Product of environment.
We'll take that.
Deshaun Watson.
Special.
Mitch Trubisky.
Not gonna be able to do it.
Is Mitch really that? Look, all right, so
hey, man,
obviously he's asked for what he was picked at.
I didn't have a great grade on him coming out of college.
Really?
It's like they try to make him something that he wasn't. I was talking about processing information. He didn't do a great job at that in college. And not only did he not do a good job at that, like when he saw it, he did a bad job of being fundamentally correct getting to the next guy. So he could see it and say, all right, he's not open, but then being able to get to the next guy, he could not do that and be consistently successful. So that's one of the reasons I wasn't big on him. And now, the NFL level, he's just not seeing things and he's no longer confident.
That's the problem. That's the problem.
You know what I'm saying? It's just hard. It's just stacking.
Bro want them to turn the TVs off. You know it was over.
Yeah, he don't got it.
He's lost his confidence because you can tell the big difference from last year to this year. He's completely lost his confidence. He had a couple bad games, and he's let that spiral. He played good the other day against my Lions. I ain't gonna lie to you. He played pretty solid, but for the majority, man, he's just lost. He got solid receivers.
Like you said, he really looks lost out there.
Yeah, he does. And the thing is, I think that they could use him in better ways. He's a good athlete. Mm-hmm. Like I think people forget how athletic he is. You need to start using that boy like Josh Allen, and then
get him out there on the. And he hurt a little bit though. Banged up a little bit.
Everybody banged up.
Who cares?
Man.
Run him.
Yeah, he's not good enough.
He's not. Yeah.
And if he get hurt, we'll get somebody to draft.
All right, we'll be all right.
It's disappointing to watch though. That defense that he playing with
be wasted.
Yeah, that's a real special defense he playing with, and it really just show you like how bad he is that you can't be successful and just manage a game with that defense.
He can't manage much. Yeah,
is it
now? He's
I've been on Matt Nagy too. What do you think about him?
He hasn't done a great job.
Okay, because I've been because it was like first and goal. I remember like week 3, and he ran out of shotgun for 3 straight plays, bro.
Yeah,
that's just on the go with a quarterback. There's no confidence. Like you limit. I don't know. Like me personally, I learned from Madden and shit. But I just feel like once you get in the shotgun, it's like so little you can do with the run game at that point, right?
It's pretty much. I mean, you can do some zone. I mean, you can do zone and power scheme, but the creativity they have to start using again is back to their motions. Mm-hmm. What they have to do is be able to create extra gaps. So when defensive play, all they're worried about is how they fit against each gap with the guys involved. So he has to do a better job of using motions to get people off balance. So you're seeing one thing, and then it's fit another way because you're adding.
Right.
It's kind of complex, but
I get it. I get it.
Consistently run the ball.
Yeah, they got to do a better job at that.
I know they're not doing that
because
David Montgomery been destroying me in fantasy football every week. That's a situation for me. Like, I really have to ask Z really that bad because I just look at that defense and I just don't understand how you can't be successful playing on a team like that.
Yeah, he's not that.
And he got decent skill players.
Allen
Robinson, I think, is a really good player. Taylor Gabriel stretched the floor for you. I mean, not stretched the floor, stretched the field for you. Like, for me, it's like a point where, like, I don't see where the excuse lies for him.
He doesn't have any.
Okay, cool.
He's a pro athlete.
Yeah, because I look at Deshaun, like, and I see what he has to work with compared to what Mitch got to work with, and it's like night and day.
They've done a better job of putting some stuff up front, but it's not great by any means. But
yeah, they got a jail. They didn't give him time to jail.
Yeah, I feel bad. Mitch Trubisky up in a bad spot because he shouldn't have to get compared to Deshaun and Pat Mahomes.
When you go number 2, that's what happens. That's what happened when you go number 2 overall, though.
They messed that deal up.
Question for you. Yeah, how do you mess that up, though? Like,
it was crazy. They didn't even bring Deshaun in for an interview.
What the?
Yeah, and I'm not sure if they did with Mahomes or not. But
those are 2 quarterbacks right there.
I can see Mahomes that you missed on.
No, but the Chiefs literally moved up. They saw something in him.
They did. They due diligence, but he was from Texas Tech. Like, I can see why somebody would just like.
I guess, but Andy Reid shipped out his starting quarterback like, yo.
That's fine, but we just watched Deshaun Watson go up against Bama 2 years in a row.
Clear,
he don't get a meeting?
That's a clear miss.
So things people don't like, Andy Reid did an amazing job with his research. Like,
yes.
He got in-depth not only with Cliff Kingsbury, but the guy who's preparing him for the draft, Mike Shepard. Like, he knew him and ended up on the phone with him for 3.5 hours just talking about Pat Mahomes. Like, there's things that people don't know, like the research that people are doing and the relationships they have. That connection helped cause Pat Mahomes to go up in the draft.
Yeah, I was about to say he had to do some due diligence on that.
There's a lot of other things that went in behind the scenes that caused that.
I don't think he was like spectacular at Texas Tech.
He was doing some things.
Was he? I didn't watch him.
Offense though.
The offense wasn't.
It wasn't
NFL style. He was
just he just running.
They've been running air raids since like the
he
early 2000s.
Was that thing crazy then in college.
Yeah, I didn't.
No looking. Yeah.
Oh, he was like that. Okay. I just didn't watch.
They wasn't putting up the wins like that because
I like the guy who came from that situation where he didn't have everything. I see the. There's another thing for me. There's my Camism I say about quarterbacks. I'm not obviously you the expert, but it's one thing I look at, and like I look at what they came from. Like the Alabama quarterback, I'll write them off immediately. Is that some? Is it some truth in that? Like where if you have too much, it's a problem.
I wouldn't write Tua off, but
you wouldn't. I'm not.
You wouldn't write him off?
In Tua.
No, Tua.
I don't have the same thing that he has, but I just don't think Tua. Maybe like I said, I could be wrong, but Tua just seemed a little off for me.
So yeah, and I get what y'all saying. Like and when you said, my bad, when you said that they have to have gone through. My thing is you have to have gone through some tough things in your life so you can draw back on that when things get tough so you can be successful. Right? You had to have gone through something, whatever that was, to be great.
Right.
Deshaun Watson was playing on Clemson, who had all the talent in the world around, right?
That's true.
But the things that he can draw back on are from his life, from the things he went through at home, you know what I'm saying? There has to be something that caused you to know that when things get tough on the football field, I know that I got it. Where I can be the guy.
Okay.
So whether it's football or life or how you were raised,
something got to happen.
You have to have seen some adversity. So I see a lot of kids like coming up and who parents, like I work with some really, really wealthy kids. And their parents are trying to do too much. I'm like, yo, you keep doing that, he's never going to make it.
Right.
Football or in life. But you have to tell him.
Okay, because, it's like I look at the starters in the league and you look at Matt Ryan, Boston College. You look at Big Ben, Miami, Ohio. You look at Phillip Rivers, North Carolina State. It just seems like all the best. They're
not coming from those top schools.
Yeah.
It has a lot to do with that, and then it also has to do with the way they're developed when they get to those schools. It's not just – it's the things that they're asked to do at some of those schools.
Right, okay.
In SEC schools haven't been great at developing quarterbacks because they've been trying to get past those SEC defenses, not developing their quarterback.
Right, just do what it takes to get past them. I got it. Thank you for that information because for me – I always tell him, and I argue with him, it's like, for me, it's just the mentality. And like you said, you put it in better words than I can ever put it in. It's like, it's a mentality. You got to have, like, be able to come from something, be able to draw back and dig from something. And I just, like you said, you go to Boston College, you just know you had to fight every day, every week in practice because you knew, like, you had to come with it on game day to even be in the game. You know what I'm saying?
And Boston College has a quarterback right now who be playing in the NFL.
What's the name on?
Anthony Brown.
Anthony Brown. Y'all remember the name Anthony Brown, Boston College. Obviously, that's a Quincy Avery special. What's up?
Oh, no. I
Don't touch me then, guy.
Fault,
Don't touch me then, guy. I get to feeling some type of way. We gonna get into the pop culture for you. Got a special segment today. QA with QA. Question and answer with Quincy Avery, man. We're going to be all over the place with this. We're going to start easy in your domain, man. Give me your top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL right now.
Deshaun, Mahomes, Lamar, Russell, Dak.
Man, Dak. He lost his mind.
Hold on, man.
Dak is playing elite right now.
Talk to me. Talk to me about it.
We could take out Dak and we could throw in. Who are you gonna throw in right now?
No, I'm
I want to listen to you.
Dak is playing great.
No, I really want to know who else.
So you said Deshaun, you said Pat, you say Lamar, you say Russ.
Give me another. Those 4 locks. Give me another guy.
Dak was playing at elite level, but they can't win against a team with a winning record. So I kind of like
that is true.
But is this who out there ball?
Give me another quarterback.
I stay with Dak.
True,
I stay with Dak.
I mean, but
I'm willing to.
I can't think of it. I can't think of it.
I love my guy, but
I'm trying to
work for shit.
No,
It ain't his
Breeze
fault,
ain't
but,
it.
You know. No,
Nah.
the ass spank.
Don't put him in here. He's gonna be good. He ain't ready yet.
Nah.
If y'all think of one, I might be missing one.
No, Dak been playing good for the season.
I can give it to him. I hate the Cowboys.
Even against competition, even against Minnesota, he threw for 400 and they lost, so it wasn't really all his fault. But you know,
no.
Who?
No, Kyle Allen.
Kyle Allen, he was playing well.
Yeah.
He struggled.
Once you get enough tape on him, it's over. He ain't been playing.
He's been throwing interceptions like nobody business.
He hadn't played well in like 3 weeks.
Yeah. Huh?
All the people he named. Everybody he named. Who? I mean, my boy Drew ain't throwing. Nobody. I mean, there's a lot of great ones not throwing. Drew Brees. What you mean? Come, ain't nothing biased there. I could have threw him if I would have.
Wait till Teddy Bridgewater take his spot.
What you think about Teddy? Talk to me about Teddy.
I like Teddy. He's winning with the absence of a ton of talent. He's a game manager, but he's doing a great job at that. I want to give him a little more than game manager. He's a game manager plus.
Yeah.
I'll give him a game manager plus. Like he can do a little extra.
He can win you a game every now and then.
Right.
Got it. What? Teddy? He might have went to one. That don't mean anything in the NFL.
Yeah, everybody goes.
Yeah, everybody goes to the Pro Bowl. It's like the Basketball Hall of Fame. Everybody getting that shit. Yeah, everybody getting it. What's the dude in there? I don't
remember his name. Yeah, I know you talking about. That was some bullshit.
He was sorry. He was like top 40 player all time. He like shot 39% from the field. What the fuck just happened to my thing? Okay, so we get back to the question.
I feel like as this gets more pop, I'm gonna do a worse job.
Oh yeah, it probably.
I don't have much.
Yeah, we be the same way, man.
Oh man,
my
look,
information.
Look, I'm so basketball. You know,
we all get like that. We try to figure it out. We gonna help you out here. It's top 5 holiday movies. It's holiday season. It's Christmas time.
What's the movie where the boy licked the thing? Holiday Story? Something like that?
No.
I think it's Holiday Story.
A Christmas Story. Christmas Story. Yeah.
Elf is pretty funny.
Okay.
That's really all I know.
That's all you know.
Home Alone?
Is that a Christmas movie?
That count.
Yeah. Those count?
I got Gremlins on my list.
I've never seen Gremlins.
You never seen Gremlins?
I'm not a fan.
Jingle All the Way.
Never seen Jingle.
Schwarzenegger and what is that?
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Home Alone 2.
I'm gonna just say all the Home Alones because I don't really
remember Soul Food.
Who? That's Thanksgiving.
So it's still holiday. I said holiday. It's even on here. Holiday movie.
Oh yeah, I ain't seen that neither.
Come on, what you been doing? Oh man,
bro, you ain't seen Soul Food?
He did go to Morehouse. He did go to Morehouse.
Is that like one of them Tyler Perry joints?
No,
it was low key a Tyler Perry film before Tyler Perry.
It was way before Tyler Perry.
Yeah, it was Tyler Perry before Tyler Perry. Huh? I don't. Somebody put me on game about Tyler Perry this week. We ain't gonna go there on Tyler Perry, but I hear he don't pay people well.
Damn, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, that
is unfortunate.
He played big grip for that. Yeah, but I said Home Alone 2, Jingle All the Way, Gremlins for me, Soul Food, and it was another one. The Grinch. Grinch is just any Grinch you want to throw in there is a classic.
Yeah.
What's the name of that shit? The Scrooge.
Yeah, the Scrooge, I think. Shit.
I don't know.
I ain't seen that, but we'll throw it in
Yeah,
there.
we got to get you in the holiday spirit. I'm going to send you hella links like, watch this. Soul Food?
From Minnesota. Don't put that on me. We can make it.
Don't put that on me.
Okay. All right. So I remember when I first walked up on you, you charged me about my Barcelona sweat. You said, what you know about Barcelona? So we're going to take you over there. I need to know who your teams are. Basketball, football, you got to state it right here. NBA.
Football, I don't have a team.
Don't have, obviously, I can understand that.
Basketball, I'm a James Harden fan.
Okay, so.
I'm a Carmelo Anthony fan.
Okay.
So
Player of the month, player of the week.
I like those two teams. I didn't like Portland before Carmelo was there. It was really just Harden.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go. Those are my two teams, and I'll cheer for the Timberwolves just because that's the crib.
The crib. What about you? You into baseball?
No.
Okay. Hockey? Obviously not. I don't think any of us in here in the hockey.
Nah, I got nothing for
And
it.
so, what about soccer? So you know a little something.
I just know. The only reason I know is because I did this big international trip this year.
Okay. Yeah. Where you went to?
We went to 9 countries.
Oh, man,
Yo, man.
Yeah. We went
you
to,
be traveling, boy.
He be on it.
It was dope. We were helicoptering from place to place in Europe. You know, it was dope.
And you out there for football.
Yeah.
So they really play the game.
So a little bit. We were shooting content and doing camps.
Okay.
So I got Deshaun wants to train, so I got to go.
Mm-hmm.
And then every spot we went to, we did a little bit of camp.
Okay.
So I have like between 20, 30 kids there.
Okay. That's dope. Damn. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, they trying to make it an international sport.
Yeah. So
We're going to do something dope this year, though.
So do you because didn't Deshaun played in London this
I had
year?
a camp there.
You had a camp. How was that?
It's cool. Ended up getting like 15 kids.
Okay.
It was dope.
And for those so what's the path for a kid to get to the league from over there?
There's one kid right now over there who I think has a chance to play like big time football.
Mm-hmm.
Who I've seen, and I've been over there twice at 2 camps.
Mm-hmm.
There's one kid who's really really talented. He's a 14-year-old quarterback. I forget his name, but he could be special. So it's something I want to like keep staying connected with.
Yeah.
But it's tough. They gonna have to come here. You have to come here during high school.
Okay.
Sophomore, junior year.
Okay. So it ain't no because I'm sure they don't even have football teams over
They
there.
don't have football teams, but he'd have to play like 19 up as a 15-year-old.
That's tough.
Like a travel team type shit.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's tough. That's tough. 'Cause I don't know. Are they bodies ready for that?
But the thing about them is they not playing like we are playing at 19 up. Like they don't really know how to hit.
Okay.
They know how to play, but it's not the same.
Got it. So it's almost like playing high school here, probably.
Yeah, he could probably do it, but he's not gonna get the level of expertise he needs.
True. Got it. So, staying on fashion, obviously every time I see you got some fresh kicks on. If you had to pick a shoe that you had to wear for the rest of your life.
Black Air Jordan 1s.
Ooh.
Black and red.
Ooh,
Because you can really throw it on anything. Like
anything.
You don't have to bench.
I'm a 11s. I'm a 11, bro.
Damn.
Black and white 11s, man.
Jordan really like I used to be my answer is still 10s.
Really?
I like 10s.
Still 10. I'm just a huge 10 head. Like every 10 they drop, I gotta get it. I just like the one, like you said, the one like the flatness of it. It just makes the shoe very versatile. Yeah. And 10s they don't ever do too much with the colorways. So no matter what, like you throw a white and black player still 10s on and rock that shit with anything.
You can be all right.
They not as comfortable as the ones now, huh? Yeah, mine's squeak. Oh, mine's squeak. Yeah. That's the only downfall. They do squeak.
Take the sole out, put some baby powder in there.
I did, but then that shit be blowing out the side.
Like he LeBron James.
Yeah, the minute you put your shoe on. Everybody, look, I walk in the building, everybody be like.
Think he is.
Boo, I'm like, what the fuck? But I be at work, the lady was like, what's going on? And I sit down and I can't do that. But so you say Jordan 1s, Jordan 11s. You with the 1s, I'm with the 10s. So you say bread. You say black and gold 1s?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're all black patent leather with gold on it. Yeah. I had those in 2004 when they first came out. Yeah.
Them sound hard.
But the thing is, they like crack. They don't look good after they crack.
Yeah, that's why I don't like patent leather shoes though.
Yeah,
they all
just
crack.
really break.
I had some patent leather Rasheed. I had them Sheed Forces when the
white and blue joint.
Yeah.
Had to have those, man.
Yeah,
Detroit, man.
Hmm?
Yeah, I wouldn't say Forces because Forces they just bend and.
I was gonna say all black Forces, but motherfuckers don't think I was like a straight thug. Like no, I just
like you was robbing.
No, I just like my favorite color is black. So obviously the black Forces had to be a staple in what I was doing. Yeah, now I can't. I feel
Forces in so long.
Yeah, now I feel uncomfortable putting black Forces on, but it's just too much shit going on in the world.
Like
people think I'm.
I ain't never really been to the all
Really?
black ones. All white ones was.
Nah, I'm sure he didn't have on the black. I really think bro was sleeping in his car though, because I looked to my right and like he had hella shit in the car. I just got the fuck out of there though. I don't know what he was up to, but I just got the hell up out of there. Right. Okay, got one for you. Biggest pet peeve when it comes to training quarterbacks.
When people say the thing that they want and their effort is not congruent.
Oh, yeah,
Don't tell me you want to be great and then you doing the minimum.
Okay. And do you find yourself cussing people out a lot?
I don't cuss people out.
You don't?
I remove them.
Okay, you just get out of here.
Yeah, I give kids their money back. Like,
really?
Money's not the thing.
Right. So it's just no words. All right, bro. You said this. You're not giving this.
Wasting each other's time.
All right, let's get it.
Just get out of here.
See, this guy here, he gonna cuss all the kids out.
Nah, I've never yelled at a kid I was training.
Really? That's tough.
I never yell at anybody in general.
Really? Oh yeah.
I mean, it's just kind of how I was brought up. I mean, my coach punched me in the chest.
Your coach is wilding.
He punched me in the chest. He's my uncle. You know, I mean, but shit, he punched kids that wasn't his uncle in the chest. I mean, that's the family sponsored team. You know, hey, you don't play that shit.
Man, that's crazy.
Huh? Shit, let him try.
I would expect for anybody in football to have like that edge, like, cause every football coach, but as a quarterback coach, I can understand why it need to be a little more cerebral. The approach need to be a little more focused, you know. So, yeah, I've never seen it.
But that's also the thing that I was telling you about. Not so much about AAU for football, but AAU is not for the general kid. You're playing with the best of the best. So you're playing with kids that, first of all, you need to be training on your own. First of all, if you say you this good, you need to be training on your own and coming here ready to ball. So,
I treat my guys like pros.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
He got some real angst towards the
Didn't you tell me to be nice?
Yeah, he didn't like that.
All right, so the non-yelling Quincy Avery, didn't know that, now I know. Best Christmas gift you ever got?
Air Jordan 11s, white and black. Space Jam Jones. You remember the same year that them came out, the Grant Hills came out.
Straight to the back?
Okay.
The Grant Hills was a white with the patent leather. Oh.
This is terrible.
Yeah, he just
ruined
it, didn't he?
Nah, it's good.
I'm just playing.
So you said the Space Jam's 11?
Yeah, Space Jam's 11s.
I never got shoes for Christmas.
Me neither.
Yeah, my parents I guess that was just some shit. They were like, nah, we're not getting them shoes.
I got a pair of shoes every year for Christmas.
Really? And then ladies, like back in the day when I was dating and shit, they wouldn't buy shoes. It's like, I guess in the South, it's like they say, like, if you buy a dude shoes, you're going to walk out of your life.
Yeah, I don't really buy Christmas gifts now.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, I wish I can get out of that. How you get out of that?
I'm very
Christmas every day?
No.
No.
I'm just like, yo, why we?
I wish he would stop. Close the door. He's going crazy. All right, go ahead.
I'm not gonna buy Christmas gifts because I don't think people are fiscally responsible enough. There's things that I want to do with my money that can be far more beneficial than wasting money on a gift.
Right.
Right now, like, I think I'm doing pretty well for myself, but I don't have enough investment properties. I'm not doing enough like that. Till I get to that point where I'm not thinking about money at all, I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
Not for a made up holiday.
Right. And one more thing. This one will probably catch you off guard. In your IG profile it says underrated father, right?
Yes, sir.
So you're a father. I got two fathers sitting right here. So I'm gonna actually hit both of y'all. Well, three fathers in here. and I'm a dog father, so you heard my boy going crazy. I'm not doing a good job, obviously. But just like quarterbacks, what's your top 5 traits as a father that a father you think need to have to be a successful father?
Definitely patience for me.
Patience is a good one. I would say
y'all both got little
empathy.
girls too.
Yeah, I got
Empathy.
2 things. Gotta have empathy for girls. Yeah.
Nothing but girls in here then. Know what you motherfuckers was doing.
We need to be present.
Gotta be there.
Patient, present, and empathetic.
Yeah, when I say present though, I'm not just talking about be there. Like that's a bare minimum. Like when you with your kid,
be there.
Put your phone down.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Play
spend
with
time with your kid.
Absolutely.
That's 3.
Loving. Yeah, 100%. I mean, my daughter bad as hell.
Man, crazy.
Patience times 2.
And I think, and I say patience is probably the most important for me, just because, I know you travel a lot, work a lot, work here, work overtime, all that stuff, and one, I got an infant at home, so she needy, crying, but you got to think about it, man. She ain't asked to be here. She's not asked to be here. So, right. That's my bad. Not my bad. Not it's mistaken them, but you know what I mean.
I did that.
Yeah, I did
you
that.
did that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, clearly she wants something. Even though you tired, give her that time, bro. Give her that time. It'll be worth it in the end.
So, fellas, make sure you present. Not just being there. Being there. You know what I'm saying? I'm there for my dog.
Yeah, it's good.
He locked in the room now.
Practice, man. Practice, man.
He did. I'm sure he did. I thought about it a minute. I was like, bathrooms back there. I'm like, that damn dog is back there, and he about to blow the whole spot up. But I want to tell you both, I appreciate everything y'all do as fathers. I watch it. I watch you, your Instagram stories. I watch all y'all, and parents, it scared the shit out of me. And it keep me like, take your time, Cam. But I have the utmost respect for what both of y'all do. He come in here week in, week out, and grind this shit out with me. And I watch you just do some shit. And I just like, when I start doing my research, I'm like, how the fuck did he go to 3 different cities? And this man had a camp in 3 different cities in one day, 24 hours. That is tough. So it's like just seeing you manage that and be a father and be there, like you said, and be present. I just want to salute all the fathers like that. Salute you 100%.
Appreciate it.
And we're going to close it out like this. I wasn't really fucking with you right there, guy. I tell you that all the time, guy. Last question for it, man. I'm going to be done asking questions today, man. I feel like I asked too many, man. Go-to song of 2019, man. It's been a full year, man. If you had to wake up and you just pissed off tomorrow, you just need to get up and get going because you got to, like you say.
Man, that's crazy.
What's your go-to?
Let me look at my joint right now, see what my most played song is.
Okay.
I'm also really bad with song names.
Me too, bro. I'm not a song. I listen to other stuff.
Yeah, I was big on Nipsey.
I
was big on Nipsey before.
See, I wasn't. I'm not one.
But I don't like talking about Nipsey like now because I feel like it's.
Yeah, and I don't do that just because I didn't listen to him before, bro. So I don't.
He's definitely by most played by far this calendar year. When I went and looked at the Apple thing, it was by like double hours.
Yeah. Nipsey had by a wide margin.
Lately, I've been listening to a lot of Tory Lanez, bro. I really like his album.
You got the hair done, you fucking with him?
Yeah, bro. I like the album, bro.
Really?
I ain't listened to him.
Lil Baby is probably going to
I like
Lil Baby.
You know
what I'm saying? Bro. My favorite song by Lil Baby right now is Catch the Sun.
I got to
listen. It's a little vibe. Is it? I ain't know that. It's just a little vibe.
Y'all went and seen Queen of Slim?
I haven't seen it yet.
No, you probably ain't had a chance. You on the road.
Frozen. I got a little girl, man. Yeah.
What is that even about?
The Queen of Slim?
Yeah.
It's like pretty much it's like guy and the girl went on a date. They get pulled over by a police officer after the date. It's their first date. Crooked white police officer, the typical story. They get to tussling with the police officer. The police officer shoots the girl, female, who's just not even in like the tussle, and then him and the dude get to tussling, and the dude actually kills him. And instead, and then they go on like the run. Like that's the part that kind of fucks me up about the movie, because if like a police officer shot you, and then me and the police officer get in a tussle, and I end up shooting and killing the cop, I'm not leaving. I'm not going on the run. I'm like, bro, he just shot my guy. What do you think I was gonna do? But then the movie like was them like on the run.
You let me know how that goes for you. If that ever happens. I don't anticipate the ending.
It was good. Like I told him, you was here last week, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. The only thing about it is because you can tell it's parts of it that are just so predictable. But then you look at the backstory. The producer, the director of the movie, this is her first ever feature film she produced.
Is Lena Waithe?
I
think it's Lena Waithe.
Yeah, that's it. I didn't. It's like Melina's a real name, right, or something like that. I think that it's. Yeah, I seen on Twitter they was going at her or something recently, wasn't it? Yeah, Twitter's crazy.
Hey, Lena been looking real fresh out there. I'm gonna shout out her I don't know if he calls himself a stylist or her suit guy. Rich Fresh makes her suit, so I want to shout him out.
Okay. Now you brought something to my attention. Do you have a stylist? I know you know.
No, I don't have a stylist.
You got the verified check. Y'all got to get the.
I mean, if I'm gonna buy a suit, mm-hmm. I'm gonna get it from one of the top suit guys.
Okay, but other than that, everything is organic in here.
Everything else is my free Nike.
Okay.
Hey man, see that's my guy there.
Yeah.
Hey man, I'm not into the buying clothes, especially when I play AAU. You ain't never seen me without some Nike something on.
Yeah, it ain't. Like, it's just either I'm gonna be in like a suit, or I get free Nike gear. So what am I spend some money on?
Can't beat that.
So sponsored by Nike, man. But we right at an hour, man. We did well today. Appreciate you coming through, man. Appreciate everything you do, honestly, like I said, from top to bottom, like your story, just the way you handle business, just your approach is kind of like, for me, it's similar to me. Like, it's about the passion, it's about the love, and if you can't get there first, like, you know, what you got after that. So for me, I appreciate everything you do, coming in here, showing love to us, man, mean the world to me. So I appreciate that. I'm sure whatever Keith got for you. You got anything?
Yeah, man, like I said, just appreciate you, man. Good, like I said, good to hear your story, good to hear you tell it, man. So, you know, us not us younger, but younger black kids can hear your story and see what it takes, man. Like you said, a lot of people just see the glitz and glamour, man. They don't understand the story behind it, man. So let them know, man. Hey, man, ain't nothing free out here, man. You got to work.
Ain't shit free.
Facts. I appreciate y'all.
War Eagle, baby.
Oh, yeah. We can, you know, we got the SEC championship game. You know you can go overtime on your show when it's your show. Look. We got the SEC championship game this weekend, LSU and Georgia, right here in the A. Trust me, I'm on everybody's head this week. I might shoot some content. You trying to go downtown with me?
Probably not.
Probably troll some Georgia fans, man. I'll get some content in, man. What, you got anything special going this weekend?
Nah, man. I'll probably go to the SEC championship. Then I got to go to Texans versus Denver on Sunday. I'll be out there for a couple of days.
Busy man.
Come back to the crib.
Busy man. And you,
yeah, man, shout out,
birthday
man.
tomorrow.
Baby birthday tomorrow, man.
Shout out to my goddaughter birthday tomorrow. What she, 6?
She be 6, man.
Shit.
I thought you said you had a toddler.
I do, man. I got 1 6 and 1 1.
Wow.
Yeah, man. I remember when I was first.
2 girls,
she was
bro.
first born. I came down here, was holding her. I was hella scared. She's 6.
Yeah, man, it's all good, man. One thing I tell you, man, it ain't as hard as it looks, baby. It really ain't, man.
I ain't got time for it. That's really what it is for me. I just don't got time.
If you ain't got the time, don't do it. But bye.
Yeah.
If it's crazy, you'll figure out how to make time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's for anything, though. That's for anything you want to do.
You won't have a choice.
You'll find some money you didn't know you had when you got paid for daycare.
All that. Daycare tough.
Dig deep.
That's the worst thing about having a baby, daycare.
I can only imagine, like, the sacrifices I'm making now just trying to get this shit going and all this. If you throw a baby in there, I'll just lose it right now. I'm going to go. Oh, yeah, it's definitely going to make me go harder, but it's like a point where I feel like I'm going to crash because that's going to send me into another level. Huh? Oh, yeah, we try to keep them out of there. You're right. No negative thoughts. We getting rid of them. But again, man, appreciate you, Quincy. Appreciate you, Keith.
For sure, brother.
JD, appreciate you coming through and keeping the party going, man. Episode 22, we out, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the Wild Card Sports Network. Road to 1K. We out.